Welcome to Befriending Dialogues, the space where real talk meets real love. Let's begin today's conversation with a soul searching question. What happens when the partner you choose does not quite match the picture you paint in your mind? This is episode 3 of Great Expectation, What You Hope versus What Marriage Really Requires. Series. We all carry dreams into love, the kind of home we'll build, how they will hold us when we are down, how life will feel wrapped in love. But when reality shows up and does not mirror the dream, some start to feel stuck, confused, or even disappointed. This episode is for you if you ever felt the string of unmet expectation. So today we'll be talking about what to do when your reality feels out with your hopes and how to respond with wisdom, not withdraw. Courtship is often filled with highlight reels. Conversations are thoughtful. Problems are either hidden or smoothed over. But after the emotional high settles, you start to see the raw footage, the way they handle money, their money moods, their stressed response, their discipline or lack of it, their true priorities. Suddenly, reality does not look like fantasy and disappointment sets in. Is the key. Disappointment is not always red flag. Sometimes it is just a sign that expectations were too idealistic. When things don't go as you imagine, pause and ask, is this a values misalignment or a personality quirk? It's unhealthy behavior or just human imperfection? Am I hurt because I am misled or because I did not speak up about my needs? The difference between a deal breaker and a disappointment is context, like flags, disrespect, irresponsibility, avoidance of accountability, emotional manipulation. But the reality checks may be forgetting date night sometimes, needing space after work, difference in communication styles. Wisdom is in learning what to confront, what to discuss, and what to release. And here is what happens to many couples. They experience this gap between what they imagine and what is, and instead of talking about it, they pull away. They feel frustrated, they become silent, they try to force change. But what if instead you start a curious conversation instead of a critical one? Share emotions using I feel instead of you never. Ask, how can we bridge this gap together instead of saying we need to change? Marriage is not only marriage that thirsts out compassion and maturity you can bring to uncomfortable moments. Courtship also. So growth in the space between your expectation and your reality. If you are feeling disappointed or unsure, here is how to reset it. Reality versus ideal exercise. On one side, write what I imagine marriage will look like. On the other side, write what I am currently seeing this person. Highlight this gap. Cycle the rooted in fantasy, not facts. Talk through the gaps with your partner or mentor. Ask your partner, what is something I have expected that you did not realize? Second, expected from me that we have not discussed. Make this a safe space, not a judgment zone. And I will leave this. No one is perfectly prepared for the reality of love. We all carry dreams into our relationships, some beautiful, some a little too unrealistic. The real work of love is about lowering your standards. It is about refining your vision. The right person won't be perfect, but they will be willing to grow with you. So here is your challenge this week. Write down the areas where your current or past relationship did not meet your expectations. Ask, was that a red flag or just a woman difference? Then begin reframing those expectations into honest conversation, not quiet resentment. So, title Emotional Maturity, Handling Expectation Without Tantrums. We'll be it's with grace, without becoming emotionally dependent or reactive, because love without emotional maturity is like a fire without control. It will burn more than it warms. This is Before I Do Dialogues, helping you prepare not just for a partner, but for the person you need to be in love. Until next time, reflect, reset, and stay ready for the marriage you deserve. Thank you. Yours, Lisa Therapist.